And Newsdesk, many thanks for staying with us. We are exactly 173 days to our August 8th polls, the general elections, and a lot of things are happening in this country. The other day, Justice George Odunga made a ruling ordering the stop of the tendering process that was given to the Dubai Bank. And of course, this is a conversation we're just about to have with lawyer Dancan Okatch on the timelines that the IEBC has. Dancan Okatch will also be speaking to us about the doctors' strike, the recent developments. The Court of Appeal has ordered for the release of the 7 officials who will be released anytime from now. So we will be speaking to him on an array of issues. Let's now join him live from our I&M studios. A very good afternoon to you, Dancan. Thank you very much for joining us. It seems to be quite a jubilant day for striking doctors after that ruling the Court of Appeal. But is it short-lived? Is there hope that finally they will go back to the table and they will strike a deal with the government?
Akisa, I think that is a very pertinent aspect in terms of what has happened today. It's jubilation for them today, but you must also note that there's a caveat that has been given by this Court of Appeal, such that they must embark on negotiations, and they still must actually come up with a solution through the negotiating table. And as such, I think that is actually the message that is being sent out by the Court of Appeal. And if you had the judges and even the judges right, they actually indicated that at this particular stage, and this actually came out from the Councils of Governors advocate, that the fact that there is a new team in terms of the advocates leading this particular talks at this particular stage would actually give it hope that at least for once, in terms of what has been happening, there's hope that they may actually now sit down and on a serious level try to come up with a solution.
So you're confident that the LSK and the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, with them spearheading these talks, that there is hope that they would reach a deal with the government?
Indeed, Akisa, the worst case scenario was jailing these particular doctors. They've already been jailed, they've seen this particular jail, and as I believe you will see, they'll just come out jubilating. There'll be no regrets on their face, because to them, they actually have a conviction that what they are doing is actually a worthy cause, and they are willing to suffer if that is what it takes. Therefore, the best case scenario is not actually continuing with this particular jailing spree. It does not actually help. It has not seen the doctors go back to work. Neither, in actual sense, it has actually had a negative effect, since even doctors from the private sector have actually decided to join this particular strike. Therefore, the best way forward, and in terms of what has happened, is the sobering of minds, such that both from the Ministry of Health, that is the government, and also the union officials, both of them will actually have sobered up and will actually, I believe, give us a way forward. And this is also premised on the fact that this is the highest court, that is the apex court, that can deal with this particular matter at this particular point. Therefore, they will not want to risk, again, going back to what Justice Wasilwa had already determined, as it will mean that they will have no other forum to look up to.
Dancan Okatch, they're saying there is need for sobering up from both ends, the Ministry of Health, which is the government, of course, and the doctors.